honor of Team USA and Flavor Flav, we're gonna do a little bit of water polo 101. And the most common thing I see on videos of water polo, it's usually people watching underwater cameras. They're gonna ask, is that legal? So repeat after me. If the ref doesn't see it, it is legal. Starting with the basics, you can only use one hand. No, they're not touching the floor, and there's a shot clock running for 30 seconds. That's when possession changes, so we're on a timer. Author's note, if the ball is shot and hits the goalpost, and then the offensive team regains possession of the ball, then the shot clock restarts. So this is the basic offense that we see set up, and defense that we see set up. It's called the umbrella. And there's 7 players on each team in water polo, and that includes 1 goalie for each team. So we see 6 players on offense and defense, and then a goalie. Players are going to pass around this umbrella, trying to draw fouls and ejections, and trying to prevent fouls and ejections being drawn, and being conscientious of this 2-meter and this 5-meter. This is where the offsides gets called. You can't just pass the ball into the 2-meter. Generally, you have to work the ball into the 2-meter. The 5-meter is important for 2 different things, but we don't speak whistle yet. In order to speak whistle, we need to understand offensive advantage, inside water, and impeding free movement, which are like the basic 3 principles that water polo is based on. So offensive advantage and inside water is where we see ejections being drawn. That's where a player will have to go out of the ring for 20 seconds, and then we'll be a man up, where we'll get this offense, but we'll get to that. Basically, if you're closer to the goal and you have the offensive advantage, we want to give the offense the advantage to get a goal. Water polo favors the offense, it doesn't favor the defense. The refs are supposed to favor the offense and not the defense. So if you have offensive advantage and you have the inside water and somebody tries to climb over you, odds are they're going to get ejected for 20 seconds, and then we'll set up this man-up offense. Impeding free movement is exactly what it sounds like. There can be a range. This can be an ordinary foul, or it can be an offensive foul. But generally, impeding free movement is just going to be an ordinary foul. When you're a player or a viewer, it's very helpful to speak whistle. It's going to be 1 whistle for an ordinary foul and 2 whistles for a personal foul, like an ejection. And the thing about water polo is, if you're holding the ball, you can't draw a foul. So that's why you'll see them, like, kind of splashing it in the water, so they're not actually holding the ball. They're trying to draw a foul. A lot of it is based in theatrics, and you're playing a few different chess games at once, like trying to get the ball in the goal, but also trying to draw fouls to get the ball in the goal. And if you're on defense, you want to ride the fine line of, I am defending and I am protecting the goal, but I'm not drawing a foul. I'm not putting enough hands on you for the ref to get any confusion whatsoever. But you have to have hands on them. It's, ball can't go underwater. That'll be a turnover. That's an ordinary foul. And if you get 3 personal fouls, you're going to be out for the game. You can't play anymore. For some tournaments, you just can't play anymore at all. You can't play in the tournament. But for the Olympics, it's per game. So now, why is the 5-meter important? So if they draw a personal foul inside the 5-meter, the defense, and it would have probably resulted in a goal by decision of the referee, then they're going to give you a 5-meter penalty shot where we'll set up an entirely different thing, and the person gets a free shot, or anybody on the team will get a free 5-meter penalty shot. Usually the best shooter will go and take that. And if somebody draws an ordinary foul on you outside of the 5-meter, you're free to just huck that thing into the goal if the goalie's not paying attention. You have to do it quickly and in one fluid motion. So when a player does get ejected, usually you'll see this kind of offense. I will distribute the 4 closest to the goal. Passing is the main thing of water polo. You want to pass the ball as fast as you can and as efficiently as you can to make the goalie move around and get tired, and then you shoot. And this is the most convenient for the defense because they're able to guard as many people as they possibly can. But something important and basic that I kind of forgot to cover, because it's not really something we think about, but other people always ask me, are there positions in water polo? Like, what position do you play? And for me, I could answer that because I was always playing point, which is the main typical shooter, like in the center. And then we got the whole set, which is doing a lot of the offensive work, really battling the whole defense. And then we got the goalie. Those are the only 3 real set positions in water polo. Then we got wings and we have flats, who, if they're running an efficient and tactile offense, are going to be moving around quite a lot. And if you have a deep team, this point will also be moving. And if you have an even deeper team, this whole set will also be moving around. So people don't really stick to positions in water polo. I think the other common question that I haven't answered yet is, how do they stay afloat? Egg beating. It's called egg beating. And the next video I do will probably be an egg beating tutorial, because it's actually a really useful life skill. I can tread water for I don't even know how long. Hours. And I won't get tired, because we just have a more efficient way of doing it, and it's called egg beating. It's a funky motion for your legs to do, but once your legs are used to doing it, it's really efficient. Water polo players always have built legs, A, because of that, but B, because if you're shooting effectively and efficiently, you will be getting up high on your legs, and you're gonna crunch those abs, and you're gonna huck that thing, so love my sport. Let me know if you have any questions. I was a ref for a period of time, but it was really scary because parents were scary and I didn't do it for very long, but I know at least a decent enough amount about the sport. And cheer on Team USA versus France, women's water polo on Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.